What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. Today I'm here to talk to you about one from RLJ Entertainment, Brawl in Cell Block 99. So this movie stars Vince Vaughn as a guy who comes home one day after he gets fired from his job, and he finds out that his wife has been cheating on him. It's a very low point in his life for him. So he proceeds to tear apart his wife's car piece by piece with his bare hands. And after that, he kind of calms down and he realizes they're just going to give it another shot. He's going to start doing some courier work for a local drug dealer, and they're going to try to have another kid. And the idea is hopefully that will strengthen their marriage and they can get a better life, because he's tired of kind of putting the work in and hoping that something good will happen. So he wants to actively make something happen, for them. So everything goes pretty well for a little while. Some money's coming in. She gets pregnant. But then a drug deal goes wrong. Vince Vaughn ends up in the middle of a shootout between two drug people that he doesn't like and the police, and he ends up going to prison with a pretty stiff sentence, 7 years, because they want to make an example of him. Once he's in prison, he has to adjust to life in there, but it's not going to be that easy, because on the outside, someone has kidnapped his wife, who was still pregnant. And they're telling him that unless he does what they say, she's going to die, and that's what the rest of the movie kind of follows. I've read a lot of reviews from people who said that they thought this movie started off kind of slow and took a while to get going, and I really don't agree with that. I mean, he tears a car apart with his bare hands pretty early on in the movie, and even though it is kind of deliberate at the start, because we have to get to know him, we have to get to know his wife, we have to know their situation, because if we don't know everything they've gone through together, it kind of doesn't make sense why he goes through hell to try to save her. And so we need that exposition, and I really feel like the way it unfolds, it's pretty effective. It's a little bit deliberate, yeah, but it's not slow, and it's certainly not boring, and the performances are there, the writing is there, so I really don't feel like it's a slow movie at all. It does run over 2 hours, but I really don't feel like it has any pacing issues whatsoever. And once the movie gets to prison, things really, kick off in grand fashion. Then the finale is just absolutely ridiculous. I really like this movie. I thought Vince Vaughn was great. I think this is one of his better dramatic roles, if not his best dramatic role. Don Johnson is a little over the top, but he's really fun to watch as the sadistic prison warden. Then you got Jennifer Carpenter, who's good here. She looks like she's on all kinds of crack and meth. And then you have Udo Kier, who's always fun to watch. So it's got a really good cast. It's got really good production values. Like, everything just looks like, it just has like a sense of realism to it, like a kind of almost like a grittiness to it. The issue that I do have is that whenever it gets into the action scenes, the actual fights don't really look that great. They're a little bit kind of like over-rehearsed or choreographed, and the idea that a prison brawl would be this, measured and methodical, although Vince Vaughn's character is a very methodical person, so it does kind of make sense from his perspective, but not so much from an overall fight perspective. But the fights are still fine. They're still fun to watch. And the violence is fantastic. It's got some just gruesome, nasty stuff in it. So if you like gore, it's very limited gore. But what gore is here is fantastic. It looks, it's so gross. It's really cool. It doesn't have much sleaze, though, despite being a prison movie. But I really liked it. I thought the pacing was great. I thought the performances were great. I liked that it just, I don't know, it just grabs you right from the start, and then it just keeps your attention through the whole thing. If you've seen Bone Tomahawk, it's from the same director. I actually think this one is a little bit better paced than Bone Tomahawk, but I actually maybe like Bone Tomahawk a little bit better, but I still really like Brawl in Cell Block 99. RLJ Entertainment put this out on DVD, Blu-ray, and Ultra HD. I got the Ultra HD version, and I'll be honest, a lot of the Ultra HD releases are old scans or are like up converted. They really don't look that much better than Blu-ray. I watched this on 3 different players on 3 different TVs, and even on like a low-end setup, it looks unbelievably good. Vince Vaughn's bald head, you get to see so much detail in it. It is absolutely ridiculous. Like, whenever he gets like goosebumps, you can not only see the goosebumps, you can see like the texture of the goosebumps. It is nuts, the fine detail in this. It's one of the best looking movies I've seen in Ultra HD, and it doesn't seem like it would be, because it has kind of a basic kind of dark visual design, but it's just anything with that amount of fine detail is going to look great, and it looks super great. So if you're on the fence about whether to get the Blu-ray version or the Ultra HD, I would definitely recommend getting the Ultra HD because it comes with the Blu-ray, and B, RLJ has really good prices on their titles. So this one it's under $20 for the Ultra HD version. As far as extras, I didn't watch any of them, but it looks like all it has is a behind-the-scenes featurette and a Q&A with the cast and crew. Audio and video on this, absolutely fantastic, so I definitely recommend it from that perspective. As far as the movie itself, if you like prison dramas, if you like intense thrillers, if you just like really well-acted, well-performed, well-directed movies, this is definitely one to check out. If you want to read my full write-up of Brawl and Cell Block 99, you can find that at markfusion.com. I'm also on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, Patreon if you want exclusive content. I'm also on Letterboxd. You can get an idea there of what's coming up soon in the videos here because I post this stuff there before I do the videos for here. Otherwise, just drop me a sub if you like these videos. I would greatly appreciate it. It's easy, free, direct way to support me and help me to continue to make content. Thank you so much for watching this video. Sorry it went a little bit long. Hopefully I'll see you again soon.